All right, so good evening once again. So quickly in this class, we'll be looking at how to set a Facebook advert using lead generation. Yes, in the last class, I explained each of the objectives. I explained each of the objectives and how you could use them. And I also show you a sales funnel in line with one of these objectives. So which will be working on a live project today to set a campaign, like a live campaign will be set right here in the course of this training. So um I was just okay. Now we can quickly look at this. What you're having here was the last advert I run. You can see the date, April 25th, right? 25th of April was the last time I ran an ad, and that was when I set this particular ad for the May section of this program. You can see this, right? So when I finished setting the ad, this was how the ad looks like. And you can see an headline here. You can also see an action button here, right? You can see some like engagement that the advert has. Yes. And also you can see the content body. Can you see this is the content body. So the same thing we are going to be doing right now. The same thing we are going to be doing right now. So I'll just take us back to the home page, like my page, text signal. Okay. So now we are here on our page. We are here on the page. So what we really want to do today is to run an advert, and we'll be going straight into that because I've actually explained a whole lot of things we need to know before setting up an advert. Okay, from the objectives down to the process and down to the sales funnel, using a sales funnel in line with your what?
I'm here. Okay. Sorry.
Using a sales funnel in line with your advert. Okay. All right. Welcome, Mr. Victor. So now I'm just going to take us down to the Ads Manager. Remember, I told you there are various ways you can get to the Ads Manager, and which I told you I call that my kitchen, right? I call that my kitchen because everything I'm going to prepare tonight is from the kitchen, and it's going to be appearing here on the blue Facebook right here, which is called Facebook feed. Okay, on the blue Facebook right here, everything I'm preparing on that kitchen or in that kitchen will be what coming up on your Facebook feed, which is on this blue aspect. So now let's just go to the Ads Manager. Look at the left-hand side of your screen. Look at the left-hand side of your screen. You can see the ads. You can see the ads menu here. So you can just right-click and what? Open link in new tab, or you come down to this menu at the top right corner of your screen and click on this menu. So if you also scroll, you can see this also, right? Add. You can see add. So you can also decide to click this. So let me just click from here. You click this, and remember I told you it could give you a view like this, but we want the more advanced tools, the more professional Ads Manager. Do you understand? So instead of that, they will give you a notification that comes up right here. Okay, it's wiped up. Let me just refresh the page. Okay. All right, it's coming up. Okay, since it's not coming up, what I'm just going to do is I am going to input a link, the Facebook ad link. That's facebook.com/ads manager. Okay, can you see this? /ads manager/manage. So I'm just going to click this. You can easily enter the URL also, in as much as your Facebook account is logged in. Once you input this URL on your Facebook tab, on the Chrome tab, it should take you down to the Facebook Ads Manager. It will take you down to the Facebook Ads Manager dashboard, and that is coming up now. So let's just hold on. Okay. Okay, now remember I also told you something that once you're working, or anytime you're working on your ads manager, you have to make sure that you have a strong internet. You have to make sure you have a strong internet, yes, so that your advert doesn't, your ads manager page doesn't load very slow. It has to load very fast, yes. Because at times it could cause them to even restrict your account, because they'll feel like maybe someone is trying to penetrate your account or trying to access your dashboard. Do you understand? Yes. So now, as you can see, an advert is currently on for one of our clients in Ghana, and she's into fabrics. Yes, wholesale selling of fabrics, and you can see she has the result right now. She's having almost 60 messaging conversation. Now, imagine this, and she has a reach of 7,931 reach. That's people that the advert has shown up to, right? So I'm showing us some analysis of this. I told you I'll be working with real life projects. So this is also a real analysis. Now, the impression also is what 9,902. That's those that are most likely to that have seen the advert, taking action on it, or give a reaction on the advert. Do you understand? Then also, how much am I spending on the ad, on each message that comes in? I've been spending 35.42 35 naira 42 kobo is what I've been spending on each advert, on each messages that comes in. So for you to know how much I've spent so far on this ad, right? All you need to do is calculate this 35 naira 0.42 kobo multiplied by 59. Okay, you'll be able to get the cost per click. Now, this is the cost per click. There's something called CPC. That's cost per click. Please, you can jot that down because you'll be asked. Yes, you'll be asked. And you can see so far on the amount spent, for me to have gotten this result, 59 messages conversion, I've spent 2,089 naira 97 kobo so far to generate these 59 messages. That's 59 messages that comes in. Now, it is not like it is all the prospect that messages will really buy. Do you understand? And also, at the same time, it's something you need to understand, that advert is a number of game. Please take note of that. Advert or making sales also at the same time. Let me put it that way, is a number of games. How many people you've been able to reach out to. Then now we've generated 59 prospects so far. Out of this 59 prospects so far, when I called my client this afternoon, she was like, wow, Daniel, I have got a whole lot of messages conversion, like a lot of messages. Now, what we want is not just the messages, people messaging us. You understand? That is not what we want. But from there, we are able to get people that are interested in the product, in what we are selling. And at the end of the day, if 50% or 40% is interested, and finally from that 40% of people that are interested, we could finally get 10% that are ready to buy. Are you getting what I'm saying? We could get what? 10% that are ready to buy. And some are most likely to pay instantly. I'm sure we understand this. Some are most likely to what? Pay instantly. So on this point, that is where we'll be able to calculate if we have successfully converted what? converted a prospect or we have successfully made some sales. So, okay, so that's for message conversion. Then let's go and create an ad. Let's go create an ad. So now you can see the green button you are having here, right? You can see the green button you are having here. What you just need to do is what? Click on create. You click on create. Okay, it's coming up. Okay. All right, let's just see that it's coming up. Just have to, that's to load. Okay. Oh, okay, I get that. I get that. Okay, I guess it's just a bit of network issue. So I'm just gonna, I'll reload this now. I'm going to reload this. Okay. So I think if it comes up like that, you can just refresh the page. Just refresh the page. All right, so right now you just go down to the create button again, click on create. So, it has a lot of information it is loading, and also the internet strength might be fluctuating. So you could just hold on for it to come up. Okay. Okay. Right, so this will also let you know that you need a strong internet to really work on this. You need a strong internet. Okay. So let's also go for it. Let's be patient a bit. Okay, so now I've explained these objectives. I'll just go down to the objective we'll be using, which is lead generation. Okay, now once you select your objective, just scroll down, scroll down. Okay, click on this, then scroll. You can see this campaign name. Campaign name implies you need to set a unique name to make you understand or remember the advert, what the advert is for. Do you understand? So I can just say digital skills, digital skills, June cohort. Yeah, I can decide to use this. Though this is not appearing to anybody, okay, you understand this? It is not appearing to anyone. Now, they also ask you to name your ad set. You can just put, all these are not affecting your ad in any way. You can just put plus 24. I'll just say 24 plus 24 because my audience targeting, my age bracket, the audience targeting will be starting from age 24. Or once we are setting, I can still try to decide to bring it down a bit, maybe from 23. But there's something I've learned about Facebook. When I get to that age bracket, I'm going to explain what I've learned about Facebook to you. Do you understand? So I won't say that now, not to digress too much. So now contains all ad creative. This you can just put lead, because since all these names are not appearing to anybody, it is just for you. They are not appearing to anybody. Okay. So once you've done this, then click what? Continue. So now you've clicked continue, right? And it is loading this interface. Now, this is where the work begins. Okay, we've set the campaign name. Ignore the category, please. Don't touch the category, just ignore it, right? Come straight down, then you can see this campaign budget optimization. Turn on this button. At times it can be turned on already, okay? But if it is turned off, turn it on by yourself, okay? By clicking the button. Just click it once, it will come up. Then testing, A or B test is, remember it said something about, testing your ad, setting up 2 ads with the same budget, the same audience targeting, but different media. You can use graphics for one, use video for one, and also the same content. And yes, I mentioned that, right? So that is what this is talking about, but we are not doing that. So let's just ignore. Now, your campaign budget optimization. There are 2 aspects of this: daily budget and lifetime budget. If you see the advert I was running the other time, if you check the budget aspect, it is going to show you lifetime budget. Do you understand? But in this advert, I'll be using daily budget. Why? Because I'm assigning a specific amount of money I want to spend daily on an ad or on this ad. Do you understand me? So for a start, I will be what? I will be using 2,000 naira. Okay, I'll be using 2,000 naira for a start. If I see the advert is removing very well, I can decide to come back and increase the what? Budget. So maybe like 3,000 or 4,000 or 5,000, to quickly generate the leads for me, and I'll be spending very less. That is if I detect that the advert is moving fine, it is moving fast, and it is not expensive. But if otherwise it is expensive, I will have to probably reduce the budget again, not to spend much, and it might be a bit slow, or I totally turn the advert off and reset the ad. Yes. Okay. So there's no way you will not experience things like this. That is why when you are running an advert, or whenever you are setting an advert, you have to be up and doing. Yes, you have to be up and doing. You have to monitor the advert back to back. Do you understand? Now, I talked about daily budget. This is daily budget. I'm assigning 2,000 naira daily. So if I say I want to run the advert for 7 days, and I'm using daily budget 2,000 naira, that implies 2,000 naira times 7. Do you understand? So we have the total amount. Then for lifetime budget, if you are using lifetime budget, I can decide to say, okay, lifetime budget, I will use 10,000 naira. Maybe I want to run the ad for 10 days. So I don't want to know how Facebook wants to do it. All I'm after is that they must not spend above this 10,000 naira for the lifetime budget. So which implies that I can just set the duration of the advert for maybe 20 days. And the lifetime budget I'm putting there is what? Is 10,000 naira. So Facebook knows by itself, the algorithm will work in line with what I have placed, with the budget I have placed. So they will never spend above that amount. And the advert must run for that 20 days. Do you understand? Now, but I'm not saying you should go and use 5,000 naira to run an advert and now use a lifetime budget. No, you'll be getting 0 conversion. In fact, the reach will be something. It will be other way around. Do you understand? But if you are setting a professional ad like this, just use a daily budget. Okay, use a daily budget. So I'm using 2,000 here for a start. I can decide to use 3,000, but I'm using 2,000 here for a start. Then I scroll down, your campaign bid strategy, highest level. You can just ignore this. This is on the recommended level, okay? So if you are aiming for cost per result goal, some things will be adjusted, okay? So let's just say what get the most result for your budget. So in line with our budget, Facebook should give us the best results, the most the results that we can really be accountable for and which will be convertible. So now we've done this, right? Let's click on next. So if you click on next, you see this section. We are moving to this section, the ad set. Can you see? We are moving to the ad set section, and currently we are there now. We are there right now. Okay, we are there. Now, under lead generation, there are three sections again. The instant form, whereby people submit a form to become lead, which implies that you request for their name, email, and phone number, right? I said that, I explained a brief of that yesterday. Then there's another section, messenger, whereby let people message you your business to become lead. People can message you on your messenger. Do you understand? And once they message you on your, they reach out to you on your messenger, you have access to their information, to their phone number also. Then you will be able to chat with them. Did you get that? Yes, you'll be able to chat with them. Though I have not tried this because I do more of this instant form. And let people call your business to become lead. I don't advise this in Nigeria. Yes, I don't advise this in Nigeria because when it gets to call, you don't know if the situation the person is at that moment. Do you understand? Fine, it can be a prospect that will later buy, but as at that current time, when he or she is seeing your ad, he or she might not be able to make up to call you, or might not be in the position to make a call. So I don't advise this. Okay. And this, I have not strong this. I mostly use this. One, it is very, very fast. Yes, to get leads. It is fast, it is very, very fast to get leads. Do you understand? Do you understand that? So now, there's something very important you must take note. When you are creating an advert and you're using lead generation, you must accept these terms. Yes, the terms of service. You can see terms of service not accepted. If you continue setting up the advert and you do not accept it, there will be a serious issue. They can block off your advert or give you a restriction on your personal account, and you will not be able to set up ads again or do anything that has to do with business again on that personal account. So make sure you take note of this. They will give you any page you have not accepted the terms and conditions. You have to accept it once. If you haven't done that, make sure you just check out, and you'll be given an option like this. Don't cancel it. Click on view terms, right? And you want agree to terms. If you have the time to read it, take your time to read it. But if you really don't have time, just make sure you accept it. That is the case. Once you have accepted it, you have no problem. Do you understand? But this is not the page I want to use. I only use this page to show you that you need to accept the terms and conditions of a page if it's the first time you're using the lead generation objective. Do you understand that? So let's click this. I'm going to be selecting the page beside the major page. I'm using text signal. Can you see this? I'm using text signal. So I select text signal. Now you can see when I selected text signal, it showed me that you have accepted Meta's lead ad terms for this page, and that is because I've been running lead generation. This is not the first time, second, third, fourth, fifth. Do you understand? So I don't need to accept it again. Do you get this? And now you can see on the right top screen, here, you are having a yellow warning. Okay, you are having a yellow warning, which implies that you have to read this and make sure you are able to solve the problem. They said what cost may be higher than similar businesses in your industry. This ad set cost per lead may be at least twice as much as similar ad set in your industry, and here's what may cause this. Change to market condition, changes to your budget. Okay, this can affect results. Okay, so it does not affect the ad, like it will not run or something, or it can be restricted. They're only telling you that your result can be affected, due to the rise of dollar, and also that's the budget aspect, and also at the same time the way you pick up your audience. If your audience overweigh the budget, is beyond the budget, your advert will be slow, the result will be slow. Do you understand? So it will really affect your ad. So what you just need to do is make sure that you set your ad properly, and your audience targeting is not overweighing the budget, the daily budget. Do you get what I'm saying? So now we have done the terms and conditions, we've accepted it. So scroll down a bit, ignore dynamic creative. Do you understand? Ignore dynamic creative because we are not working on that right here. And later on, when you are more consistent with running Facebook ads, you get to the level where you can use it. Okay. So right here we are at budget and schedule. Schedule. Sorry, just pardon my pronunciation with that. So this aspect now, you have to set the starting date, when you want the date, when you want the ad to start running, and the time. Do you understand? So I want this ad to start running from tomorrow, which is 11. Okay, 11th of April. Check it, of May. Yes, 11th of May. Check it very well, and the year. Make sure it is correct. Then the present date now is 1940. That's 24 hours. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to set it to 6. I told you whenever I set an advert, I prefer the ad to start running for 6 p.m. I mean, sorry, 6 a.m. rather. 6 a.m. Very early in the morning. Do you understand? And why is this? Why is this? It is because once you set up an advert, it takes like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours before the advert could start moving, showing up to people. So by 6, 7, okay, at times I even make it 5. So by 5, 6, 7, it will have started moving. Okay, so by 8, people will start getting to see it. Some people, Nigerians, when they wake up in the morning, in fact, some don't remember to pray. They just pick up their phone, Facebook straight up, WhatsApp straight up, Instagram, that is just it. So the first thing I want them to see is my ad coming up to their feed, to their screen. Down. You get it? So that is just the essence of this. Not everybody understands. Some people can set their ad and just time it or let it start running immediately. But one thing there is that Facebook, once you finish setting up your ad, Facebook will put your ad in review for 24 hours before it is being approved, right? But with the way I set my ad doesn't get to 24 hours before it is being approved. My ad can be approved within 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 35 minutes, 40 minutes. If the advert is getting to 30 minutes, I will know there's a problem. In fact, there is a problem, or I have not really done something right. So which might draw back which might slow down the approval of the ad. Did you understand? All these things I wasn't taught, but it is what I've been doing for the past 3-4 years, and I've been able to take note of where errors comes from and the solution. The solution I've tested and which works fine for me, and that is what I'm delivering to you. So I know you definitely experience the same thing. Do you get that? Yes, you definitely experience the same thing. So that is why I'm giving you this breakdown. No advertiser will give you this breakdown. What I'm giving you right here, even in the Facebook optimization class, nobody is going to give it down, like deep down like that. So make sure you are taking notes of all these things, right? And I'm going to ask you some questions in your exam. I'm chipping this in because I might not be able to say it later on if I keep on with the class. Okay, so make sure you go back to watch the video before the day of the exam. Mark all my points. Like anywhere I'm emphasizing on, make sure you're marking them. You put them down because you definitely come across it. Okay, so I've explained the reason why I'm putting my ad set time to 6 a.m. very early in the morning, right? You get it? So let's scroll down. And one last thing, literally, I don't set advert or I don't start an advert during the day, during the week for myself, like for myself. If a client's job, even there are some clients' job that we at Tech Signal, we don't work on it at the middle of the day, like middle of the week, not day, middle of the week. We either work on it by Friday night or by midnight, Friday midnight stroke Saturday. Yes. Because a lot of people will relax, a lot of people will be at home on social media, checking out things. So they will be able to see your ad easily. And if your ad is showing easily to people like that, you will be spending less. You will not spend much. Do you understand? Now, I can bet you tomorrow's advert, this advert we are setting right now, we are going to monitor it together. I'm going to give you updates once the advert is approved and they update how it is running and how many leads have generated. Okay? Yes, it's still part of the class. I'll give you an update. So you will be able to track it together. We started the adverts during the week, right? This tomorrow is Wednesday. And I also try to make sure I set another one maybe by Friday or midnight stroke Saturday. Yes. So we also look at that also and now compare results together. Do you get it? Yeah, I really want you to experience as much as possible in the course of this training so that once you're working out things on your own or you're working on the project, I can can just assist you and these things will not be new and it won't be strange. Let me use that word. It won't be strange to you whenever things like this are coming up. Okay, and we'll be able to get the result we are aiming at. So I have set the starting date and time. Let's check out for the ending time. Look at the ending time. Now, the next code class for June is starting for June 1st for weekday, and for the weekend class is starting for 4th of June. So I want my ad to run till 22nd. So imagine how much I'll be spending. I want my ad, okay, let me say to 23rd. So from 24, 25th, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, I will use it for follow-up. So my leads will not waste. I'll be able to follow them up and convert as much as possible. Remember, everything I'm doing right here, including my time frame and everything, is part of my sales funnel. So the stage I am right now is setting up the ad. Okay, so let's set up the ending date till what? 23rd of May. Then time, it's going to end by 12. Let me just say 11:59. That's 11:59. 11:59. Yeah, let's leave it this way. Oh, sorry. Okay. 59. All right, this is fine. Okay, so now let's scroll. We are done with starting date and ending date. Now, this is one of the most interesting aspects, at the same time, one of the difficult aspects to some advertisers, one of the difficult aspects to people that have even learned social media marketing before. The ads audience targeting is always a big problem. Do you understand? It's always a big problem to majority. Okay, now this is called audience targeting. This section is called audience targeting, right? So this is what we are going to do. We have different sections. We have the create new audience. So I'll be creating a new audience. You have the section for use save audience. You can see audiences I've saved for different set of adverts. Can you see audiences? So I'm not using, and this is an audience for affiliates, for my affiliate leads, generating affiliate marketers. So this one is for also affiliate marketers. This one is for an investment platform. Yeah. So there are a lot of things, but we won't be coming down here and I won't be using any of this save audience. Instead, I'm going to create a new one. By right, I'm supposed to just use this. I think I'm supposed to use this. Let me see. I think I'm supposed to use this or this. Yes, I'm supposed to use this. Text signal survey, but I won't be doing that. I won't be doing that. So let's start with location. Very interesting. In fact, I can I can take I can take don't be surprised. I'm not exaggerating, but that's just a real fact. I can take 6 hours to treat audience targeting. In fact, it used to be very, very interesting. For you. The beauty of it and the bottom line of it is for you to get it right. Do you understand? And make sure you can do your research. Yes. Don't whenever you're setting an advert, don't rush yourself. Oh. Don't rush yourself. If let's assume I'm not in a class, right? And I've started setting this ad, I get to this point and I'm not in a good mood, or I'm not being able to be creative. I can decide to just close my laptop, go and play, or watch movies on YouTube. I'm just giving you my my ways of creativity and thinking. Once I'm doing, I just remove my attention from this a bit. Fine, I'm watching a movie or I'm playing a game or something, but at the same time, I am able to go back to think one side like, no, I think I have this audience. An audience can come from probably what I'm watching, or I just make a research online. Yes, that is the way it really works for me. If I don't want to do that, I can just work out. As at last year, last year, when I was still schooling, whenever I have a lot of client advert work like this, I'll come down to the lounge in Surulere at Bode Thomas. Yes. Once I do that, I'll start testing up the ad. If I feel like no, something is going wrong, it seems like maybe I'm not being creative or I'm not getting something right, I'll just hibernate my laptop, leave my laptop, and I'll just pick up my phone. The way Bode Thomas and Adeniro is. I can decide to go through Adeniro and just walk straight down, plug in my earpiece in my ear, just walk straight down, looking at different brands, looking at descriptions of every company. Now a lot of people, there's a lot of billboard in Surulere. Yes. So I look at their show glasses, I look at it. So I just try to put myself, bring this inspiration back, and I'm definitely going to get something there. Once I am able to discover what I'm looking for, in fact, I'm just going back to the lounge. I get to the lounge, I finish setting up the ad, then I'm off. It can sound crazy. Do you understand? But I'm telling you how it works for me. Do you understand? I'm telling you how I'm being able to people used to like, Daniel, please, some of my students used to like, Daniel, please send me a screenshot of audience targeting. I will tell them, I can't send you a screenshot of audience targeting. If I send you a screenshot and it is not in line with what you want to sell, it is not in line with your audience, then what's going to happen? Fine, some audience are interwoven. You can use some audience, some real estate audience in there are some kind of audience you use that you can generalize them. They can still come up in other categories of businesses. You get. So I'll tell them I can't send you a screenshot. What I'll just do is ask you, okay, what are you selling? What are you promoting? What are the locations you want the advert to come up? Like you want the advert to show. And fine, we cannot predict and judge books by its cover, just like they used to say, right? When I say, okay, you are selling something like a wristwatch that's worth 50,000 a year, 60,000 a year, and you now still tell me at the same time you want to target motion, please. It is not that we don't have people that can buy that wristwatch in motion for 50,000 a year, okay? But they are they are few with the caliber of people that are there. Please, if I'm wrong or if you have an objection to this, yes, please, I will open up very soon once I set up the audience targeting and we can discuss on this. Yes, I really want it to be interactive that way. So it is not that we can get people to get this wristwatch, but the audience is not really there like that, because a lot of people that are in motion are like there for business. Fine, they are there for business market. Like there are categories of market you can find in motion. Do you get? So which which can, cannot really give you what you want. It's not that you will not sell, you will sell, but might not be as much as targeting your advert. That wristwatch that was 50,000 naira, targeting the advert to Lekki. And another thing is, what platform are you using? Are you taking it up on Instagram or on Facebook? That is another thing. Those things, you need to be able to digest them. So it is not all about just coming down here. Okay, I decided I just want to use age 24 to 55. I fix that. Then I decided I want to show the ad to all the gender. I fix that. Then I decided I want to pick detail targeting, and I start picking. I want to imagine, I want to sell something of 50,000 naira. I'm now picking small businesses, categories, detail targeting, detail audience targeting as small businesses. I'm picking people that sells, there are some this category. So you're not really picking people that will be able to buy your product or buy your service. That is very, very important. A lot of people don't know, but they feel like they can just pick. Do you get? So now I think I've really thrown a lot of light. So while I'm doing this now, it shouldn't be like I'm performing magic or I'm just selecting. So I've tried to explain a brief of these things, right? So let's get into this and pick location. Now, the last time I worked with Sulere, I worked with, I think, Yaba, in the heart. I think that's what I worked with. But right now, let's see. I want to work with Ikeja. Ikeja, right? I want to work with Ikeja. Can you see this? There are 4 ways. If I'm not wrong, I think 3 ways. Let me just mention them. So whichever one, which is 3 or 4, I don't know. You can pick your location by your city, your region, and you can pick by country. That's 3, right? Yes, I think those are the major. You can pick by the city, the region, am I correct? By the city, the state, and by country. So I don't know if region is still in line with what we mean by state, or that's a local, like the local area, like street. You can also pick by street. You can narrow it down. There's GRA in Ikeja, right? So I can say GRA Ikeja. Can you see this? Ikeja, GRA, Lagos State. So I can narrow down, aside from just picking by the state, by picking by the city or the local areas, I can narrow down to streets, to estate. Okay, there's an estate in Ojodu Bega, if I'm not wrong, maybe Ojodu, or what's it called? Yeah, Omole Estate. I'm sure almost everybody knows there. Yes. So Omole Estate Phase 1, Eleganza Estate Lekki, Jakonde Estate, Okeafa Isolo. All these estates, you can, if you know the kind of products you are selling or the kind of service you are selling, just take your time. Don't rush. Once you are doing that, then you are definitely going to be getting it right. Do you understand? So now, for this advert we are setting out, okay, I don't really need to stress myself because I am just looking for entrepreneurs, business owners, and people that are looking to start a career with social media marketing. And let me say also students, those are my target audience. Do you understand? Those are my target audience. Now, my location, I'm just going to say, I can start to say Lagos as a whole because I can find all these people in all parts of the Lagos. I can get people to do this very well in Mushin as it is. Yes, I can get them to do it very well in Mushin. So I don't really know what to narrow down to maybe Surulere this time around, or to Yaba, or to Ikeja, or this, that. So I'm just going to be picking Lagos. Lagos State, Nigeria. That's the city as a whole. Can you see this, right? Including Lekki. Don't forget, including Lekki. Lekki is there. So Ikeja is there. All parts of Lagos anyway. So just scroll down, come to the age bracket. Come to the age bracket. Once you get to the age bracket, can you see this? Click on the drop down. Right, I am going to be picking this from age 24. I said that the other time. So I'm picking this from age 24. Yes, because I don't want I don't just want leads. I want mature minds, one, and two, people that understand the purpose of having these skills that really needs it. I can decide to say, okay, because maybe the cost is cheap or something, or maybe I want leads. If I put this age to 20 age 20, in fact, the leads I'll be getting, I won't even spend much at all. I won't spend much and I'll be getting more leads, but not just that leads. Can those leads convert? Do you understand? Can they convert? Now, look at a child in Nigeria right now at age 20, and with this current situation of the state, what can it's even a child of or let me say let me say a child, either male or female of age 22, age 23 has not even figured out it is herself. Do you understand? So I think so much like I put myself in some position before I could decide on things. At the same time, I can't predict. Fine, I'll definitely get some people interested at this age, but I might not be as much as I want, or might not even be able to afford what I have. A lot of people of age 20 on my list very well, and they can't even afford 5,000 area to what buy, or maybe because they are lazy to study. I don't know. But at the end of the day, they'll say like, I don't have money. I can, just stories. So instead of stressing myself, I'll give you age 24. Okay. And remember I said I'm going to explain something about Facebook. Okay, let me give the maximum here. I'll be using 55 here. I'll be dealing with 55. I'll be dealing with 55 years between age 24 to age 55. And don't forget, I have some people within this range. Yeah. So don't be surprised. This is how I got you, or I got my heart to, appear on your screen or on your feed. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you just have to look at the age bracket of what you want to look at, you want to get, of the prospect you want to get after considering the locations. Do you understand? Now, your gender aspect, check the product you're selling or the service you're selling. Does it only sells to maybe men or to women, or both men and women? So as we know very well that my own it's not gender selective. So I'm just going to go on with this all, and let's come to detailed targeting. Yes, I won't be explaining this too much since I think I've gone over this very well. So I'm just going to go straight to the audience. Let me just go straight. Business owners. Business owners. I can say business to business, right? And say business to business, then business owners. Can you see the small business owners? And there's something, look at the size of people that have engaged or that are interested in things like it, or that are doing. And at the same time, let me say that are in this category. The size of people are just over 42 million to 50 million. Can you see? So I'm picking up this. Another thing is entrepreneur. I don't want to use entrepreneur. Let's go for this. Then also I have investor. I'm surprised I'm checking out for investor. Okay. Then I can decide to go for some bank, GT Bank. Can you see this? Interest. So people that are probably GT Bank workers or GT Bank customers. Do you understand? You know, a lot of businesses, small businesses use GT Bank. Yes, very well. In fact, very well. So I can also still go with First Bank. First Bank, can you see? First Bank of Nigeria, right? Okay, I'll check out the chart now. I'll check out the chart. So, Nigeria. All right, no problem, Miss Oriofe. Okay, so now I have picked some audience, right? That's not really enough. And don't forget that I said your audience must not overweigh your what? Your budget. Now, for those of us that are selling things that are expensive or that sells luxury things, you understand? This is our audience, part of our audience. Let me see, luxury goods, luxury goods. So this luxury goods, it's not like the goods we are selling, but the people that are in this category buys goods that are expensive. So when you are selling something of 40,000, 50,000 to them, you won't really be stressing yourself too much. Do you understand? You can say, I think, yacht. Okay, coming. Let's do suggestion. Once you've been able to check, you've been able to search for some audience targeting, right? Then scroll down a bit and select suggestion. So they are going to give you suggestion in line with what you searched earlier. So I have small and medium enterprise. Don't forget I needed categories of people like this because that is our objective, to reach out to business owners or business startups. Yeah, small business, Zenith Bank, can you see? Business owners. I'm picking them that way. Startup company, I'm picking. Just clicking them. Real estate investment, startup company, I'm picking. Then some people do own business, like stay home mom. I can say owner and CEO. Can you see these are the categories of people I'm looking for? So I don't really need to stress my head. But at first, I need to make sure that I can hit those keywords of audience targeting to search for them myself. So then the Facebook algorithm can bring up some suggestions that are in the same circle of my audience. Do you get that? Yes. So, and there's something, engage shoppers. So the shoppers, engage shoppers, like they have audience of people that like one way or the other they buy. Yes. And even they don't buy now, they will definitely buy later. Online shopping, people that shop online very well. There are a lot of categories. So how many people have I picked? Though there is no specific numbers of audience targeting you must pick, but just know that you should not allow your audience targeting overweigh your budget. So okay, own business. People that do own business, maybe soap making at home and the rest, and they're looking to brand their business and the rest. And self-employment. Self-employment, I saw something like that right now. Okay, for part of people that sells things, expensive product or expensive services, can you see frequent international travelers? So imagine you're targeting a frequent international traveler. Definitely, there is 70% assurance that that person will be able to buy your products. Like we have the capability to buy your product or your service. Do you understand? Then also we have let me put this self-employment first. Then there's another thing again. I need to search for this. Let me go back to this luxury. Luxury. Can you see luxury vehicles? People that ride luxury cars like all these Venza, Benz, and those stuff. So imagine what you're selling. Forget even if you are even if like Mr. Victor now, we are talking about guys in the big game of the kind of products we are selling, the services we are selling. You can easily target all these people, luxury vehicles, luxury homes, then also they should give you small suggestions. Yes, more suggestion. Can you see frequent international travelers, but you might not be needing this. You can, I know your audience very well, but once I'm setting an advert that goes in line with that audience, I'll make sure I have my research. I've made my research. Can you see luxury results? So people like this, I can pick them off. Do you understand? Because these ones they will buy. Another thing that lies in this process is for you to now do your follow-up properly to be able to win your placement. But from this ad alone, you are having a solid lead. Like you'll be having a solid what lead. Do you understand? Yes. So let's go on business class. I think this is fine. The audience is fine. It's not like you must have a lot of audience. No, but we just need to get it right. So once you finish doing that, then you can decide to use reach people beyond your detailed targeting selections. But we are considering our budget, so just leave this. Then languages, all languages that are in that category, just leave it this way. Then I can decide to save the audience. Can you see? I can decide to save the audience targeting by clicking this, save, and I say what? June, and I what? Save. I just name it that way. You understand? Yes. So audience is done. Another important aspect is your placement. That's where Facebook shows your advert. Look at this aspect. Let this one come up. I'm going to show you something. Let's hold on for it to come up. Okay. Let me go to the home. Let's go to yeah, sorry, it's long, but we just need to get this right. Yes. Facebook ad is not something I take within 30 minutes or 40 minutes. I can do it, but no, I have to just give you an in-depth explanation, the pros and cons, just like we used to say. So, now look at this aspect here. On the right-hand side of your screen, of my screen, you can see this kind of ad showing up right here. This is a kind of a placement, an advert placement, like a short advert showing up right here. Can you see? Some advert to show on your feed like this. Some advert to show on your feed. Let me see if we can find any adverts. Let me see if we can find any adverts. I'm not seeing any adverts. Well, you can. Okay. Oh, it's not an ad. It's not an ad. Okay, this is an ad. Look at Facebook itself. Despite how popular they are, how they've been able to dominate everywhere, they are still running adverts. So look at it. Look at this is an ad. This is another kind of placement. This one we call it your feed, the feed placement. Do you understand? So let's come back here. I'm not going to be working you on the manual placement. No, it is for advertisers that have been running ads consistently and they know what they do on the manual placement. So let's just go with automatic placement. Do you understand? So automatic placement, this is fine. So just come down and what? Leave your optimization for ad delivery. Leave it for leads. Don't touch it. Then click on what? Next. Click on what? Next. I've done that already. Now, this is the last stage of your ad, of setting your ad, the last stage. So let's hold on for it to finish loading. Let's just hold on for it to finish loading. Okay. All right, so now you can see this. Your Instagram is my Instagram account for Tech Signal is connected with the Facebook page. That is why automatically we have a Tech Signal account picked for Instagram. So which implies that the advert I'm running on Facebook now is also going to show on Instagram. Do you understand? It is also going to show on Instagram. The ads are connected, the two pages are connected. But if I don't want it to show on Instagram, I'll have used manual placement and turn off the Instagram placement section. So any advert I'm running will only run on Facebook alone. It won't show on Instagram. Well, I really don't want to go there because it's some kind of a bit of craziness. Like, sorry, don't let me use that word. Some kind of, you have to just, you must have understand and be very familiar with ads manager before you can start using ads, manual ads placement. Do you understand? So we'll just go with the automatic, which Facebook has recommended. So on this ad setup, use a single image or video. And there's also carousel. Let's choose carousel. Let me show you something. A lot of people don't really do carousel ads, but carousel ad is mostly used by e-commerce company. Yes, like Jumia. Can you see this? Can you see the way this ad? You can show multiple products or multiple services in one ad. Do you understand? Yes, I can do it too, but it's not good for the kind of advert I'm running right now. Do you understand? So I'm going to use one single image or video. Okay. So, but if you are selling products, you can use carousel. Yes, you can use carousel. So you can use carousel. So I've selected single image or video. Then I'll come down here. I will add my media. So they're asking if I want to add an image, that's maybe graphics, or add video. So I don't want to use video. I'll use the graphics. So I'll use add image. So can you see? These are some of the graphics I've used for add on this account. So let's click on upload. Click on upload. Okay. So let's check out. Let's check out. Okay, this is the graphics I'm using. Okay. Also, take note of this. Any graphics you are designing, this for the ad, the ad size, the graphics size must be 1080 by 1080, whereby you won't have any problem. Do you understand? You won't have any problem. You can use 600 by 600, but you can see I've never had any issue using 1080 pixel by 1080 pixel. Yes. So I've uploaded this, right? And I'm clicking next. So just don't touch anything here, okay? Don't touch anything here. Recommended, okay. Let's see original. Can you see, because of the size, for stories and reels, it might not come up well. So I'll just go on with this. I'll go on with this and just adjust. But once they click, they will be able to see the full graphics. But this is just the preview aspect. But it is fine. This graphics is fine for your feed, perfectly fine for your feed. And this also is still fine for your feed. Okay. So click on done. Do we get this right? So now the media aspect is fixed. Can you see you are not seeing any warning, yellow or red? No warning at all, right? No warning. So you have to take note of all these things too. You get it? You have to take note of them. So now, primary text. Primary text is the content, like the body content. Yes. So, and I have my content here. I'll just pick it up because I have it already. I'll just pick it up and edit one or two things there. So I'm pasting it at the primary content, the primary text. Can you see? So this is my content. And let's just do some adjustment very fast. Let's do some adjustment. Okay. Okay. Right. Now I can just decide to change this the first paragraph here, right? To Google Digital. Okay, Google Digital skills hack for successful. Okay, just hold on, it's coming up. Okay, please take notes. This can be boring at times, but when you start getting it right and the money start coming in, make sure you remember me. Okay, that's just by the way, just kidding anyway. So, but it can at times it can be boring. Truth be told, right? That is why I shared you the knowledge of me. Okay, when I'm setting adverts and I feel like I'm tired or the creativity is not coming and I can just leave it and just hibernate my system, go back, go out, come back, then complete it. Do you understand? So, okay, Google Digital Skills Act for Successful Entrepreneurs. June, sorry. Okay, do like this. Okay. Or I can say, I'm trying, your first paragraph has to be something that can drive people down to read more. I can try to use a question or something. Did you miss the mail? Okay, so I'm sure we are following, right? I believe we are following. So, okay, so I think I can just use this. Okay, and make sure whenever you're working on your content that's the right up here, you learn to space. Don't let it be jam packed. Learn to space. Where there is full stop, you can have like two space line. You get okay, okay. Let's just hold on a bit. So I'm trying to space them. I'm trying to space them. Okay. I'm sure you understand what I'm doing. So, okay, let's scroll down a bit. Okay. Um, just giving them this. Just space so that when they are reading it, they won't feel too tired and they can count their breaks. That's part of the techniques I learned in content marketing or content writing. So you need to space your content. So I'm just trying to do the spacing. I'm sure you can all follow along. So Okay. So another thing, I just quickly need to do this now also. Space. Space. Hello. Okay. All right. So space this and you space this. Okay. So you can just see. All right. So I think we've done that. We've done that. This is fine. So now I have worked on the content, the write-up, and I just need to work on the headline. Once I work on the headline now, look at the headline. The headline will be coming up right here. So headline, 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 headline. Okay. Right now I can't really think of an headline. Let me just quickly look at one of the headline I used last time. You understand? So I think I have the notification very close by. Okay. So whenever you want to set an advert, make sure you have your content on ground. Yes, have your content on ground so you won't just start, disturbing your hair. You have to make sure you have your content, the write-up, I mean, and also your graphics or your video. Yes. So I'm just trying to get, okay, I'm sure I can get an headline from here. This was the last headline I used. Okay, get certified with Google for free after completion of training. Okay, okay. So I'll just still go with this. Okay. So now, since I'm done with this, I'm done with the content aspect, the graphics, and the headline. I will go ahead to create another form, right? You can see I've been using this generation for a while here. So I have so many forms that I've created. So for the course of the training, I'm just going to create another form. Okay, I'll create another form. So just scroll down. Don't forget, we are still on the same page. Okay, before you get there, you can ignore your description. Your call to action. Look at your call to action. That's CTA. Call to action. I can decide to use sign up. Since I'm collecting people's information, they are filling their information, like submitting their information to me. Sign up is the best button, call to action button to use, right? If you are selling an ebook, okay, it's better you use a call to action of maybe download or get offer. Do you understand? Or you are advertising an event, you can use book now, which will direct them to maybe where to get the traffic or something. And this place, maybe you have maybe job recruitment, you're advertising a job vacancy or something. You can use a button like apply now. And if you are advertising for video views, to get more views, maybe subscribe to YouTube and those stuff, you can use what? The action button subscribe. So call to action button really, really matters also on your advert, right? So I'm going to be using sign up button. Then you scroll, then you get to the form aspect and select, click on what? Create form. So I click on this. Okay, here we are. The first thing you need to do is rename your form. Rename your form. Okay. just name it. It's not going to be appearing to anybody. So you can see the form type is what? More value. Just leave it at more value. Click on this arrow to close it. Then click on this intro. Now try and scroll down. Try and scroll down, like try to scroll down. You have to delete something here. Under this intro, right? Just delete this, remove greetings, remove it. You don't need it. It's more or less like a repetition, because let's take it off. So you are not doing anything on the intro section yet. Okay. So where you have to work is click on your questions. That's the information you want to request, or you'll be requesting from your audience, right? From your audience. The question you'll be requesting from them. I mean information rather. So yeah, you can just simply say okay. Let's use okay. Let's use this. Below to complete registration. You can say fill in the form or yeah, let's just go with this. Let's just go with this. So you have your email already, you have your full name, but bring your full name. Just you can see this. Hold it down and drag. You can drag. So let your full name be up. Then your phone number. Can you see? Click on add category. Then from add category, you see contact field, right? Then you click on phone number. So the phone number space will be added. So you can add this up. Drag the phone number to be at the middle, or you drag the email down. Do you understand? So we have full name, phone number, email. If I want to add location, like maybe the state or street address or city, can you see? Or country, but I don't need all this. I don't need it. So I'm not going to do that. Okay. So we have successfully done this, right? Now you can click, because you might not be able to scroll. You might not be able to scroll to go down to the other spaces, right? Just click on somewhere you can type like this, and use your tab button on your keyboard, laptop keyboard, so that it will shift you down to the next section. It can shift you down. Do you get what I'm saying? So it can shift you down, because at times you might not see the scroll button. You might not see the scroll button. So if it gets you back to somewhere like this by using the tab on your laptop button, then click to close this arrow. Then open the next one, which is the privacy aspect. Now, remember very well, we talked about privacy policy link during the page optimization class, right? Yes, I am going to go back to pick that link, because I need that link here. I told you, when you are doing some things, they can request for that link. They can request for the link. So let me see. Maybe I should just type. Let me see. Type / privacy / explanation. Yeah, I think I'm right. Let me test run if I'm right. Okay, can you see I'm correct? So let me just have I'm just going to copy that. I've copied that. Then I paste the link here, so that they can approve the form. If you don't do that, they will not approve the form. So I close the chapter for privacy policy now. I close the chapter. Then the last chapter is the completion stage. The last chapter is the completion stage. Now you can customize your thank you message. I can say what? Okay. I can say registration completed. Do you understand? Right? And come down to this description and say one of our course advisor will get in touch with you via WhatsApp or call. Do you understand? You know, I have already informed them that they should expect a call from us. So whenever you are doing a follow-up, when you run a lead generation ad and you are chatting your prospects up or calling them, it won't. Okay, sorry, that was a bit of network. So I'm sharing my screen back. Okay. I'm sure we can all see my screen. I'm sure we can all see my screen. Okay, so now the website aspect, what I was saying here was you can decide to direct them after they've registered, you can decide to direct them to your website or to download page or to call business. But what I want to do right here is to make my follow-up much more easier. I want to direct them to join a group. Do you understand? I want to direct them to join a group. So I'm achieving two things. I've collected their information for people that will not join after they've registered. And some, after they've registered, they get to this level, they will still click on the button to join the group. I'll just look at what I'll be doing. Look at what I'll be doing. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. To join the class group. Can you see? Okay. Now, the link where I want to redirect them to, I'm just going to input the link here. I have my group link already. So let me go to my WhatsApp. Oh, sorry, please just let my WhatsApp load. I can easily get it from here. Okay. So what I'll add here also is okay. I'm sure you can see what I'm typing. You can read, right? So choose keep the button below. Do you understand? So this will enable them to click. So I'm giving them an instruction. They have no choice. They have to. Do you understand, everyone? Yeah, they have no choice. They have to click it because they don't know why I ask them to click and they don't know what they'll be getting from clicking the link. Do you understand? So I've instructed them, and even if every one of them, some are not clicking, but at least I will get 85 to 90% to click to join the group. So this will relieve me of the stress of doing the cold follow-up. Yes. It will relieve me of the stress of doing a code follow-up. So I think the WhatsApp should load by now. Okay, it's almost loading. Yeah, it's almost loading, please. Just in few minutes. So that is the essence of what setting this up. That's the essence of setting this up. So let's check this. Okay. Okay. Just correcting some typos there. Because you have to make sure you can check that out as well. Okay, I'm almost done. The message will be coming up very soon. Okay. Yeah. So HTTPS. Oh, okay. We're almost there. We're almost there. Just give me a few minutes more. It's coming up. I really want us to complete every process. Yeah, so for lead generation, the solution, the problem, every problem will be solved entirely. So once you can do what I have done here, you can replicate. If that is if you are using a lead generation objective, then you will be able to just go through all this with ease without having any problem. You understand? And another thing is, once you can use lead set up lead generation ad, I can assure you other ad objectives are very easy to set up. Yes, they are very easy to set up. Another place that gives people issue is the form aspect. Yes, the form aspect at this section. A lot of people experience a whole lot of issue. So by passing the form, if you cannot fill it or create the form correctly or perfectly well, you won't be able to submit your ad. Yes, you won't be able to submit your ad. That's just the problem there. So, all right. So my let's just load. Coming. I'm picking the link now. Okay. All right. So I just copied the link address. Now, this is the link address, the link to my group. Do you understand? The link to the group, this is it. So, which implies that after they've submitted the information and they've, submitted, they've gone through the information and submitted, they get to the thank you page or registration completed page. They have an instruction. They should expect a call via WhatsApp or offline call or a message via WhatsApp. Do you understand? And also at the same time, I'm instructing them to ensure they don't skip the button below, which implies that they must click the button to join the class group now. Do you understand? So all these things being set up like this, I'm sure that you will not lose any lead. Do you understand? You will not lose any lead because when you lose a lead, you don't know if that lead you lost is actually the person that will buy, that will be the first person to buy from you without any stress. Do you understand? So ensure that you don't allow any lead or any prospect go to waste. Yes. So after that, there's one thing you need to do that advertisers doesn't do. Come down to settings here, right? Then you can see the form. The form sharing is restricted. Open use open, click on the form, so that even when people that did not see the advert directly, if you share the advert to them, they will be able to sign up. But if you are using unrestricted, and people see the advert and they want to share to their loved ones that needs it, maybe I don't need the advert, but I saw the ad and I want to share it with Mr. Victor because I believe Mr. Victor needs the advert or he needs the product or service. If I share with him and the form is restricted, he won't be able to sign up. But I, who saw the advert directly, will be able to sign up. But if I'm using the open section, that's the open button here, either I'm the one that see the ad directly or I am not. You can access the form. Maybe you are the one that you saw the ad directly or indirectly, you can access the form. Do you understand? So that's the essence of doing this, the form configuration. Yes. So once you've been able to do that, you click what? Publish. You click publish. I think I've done that already. So can you see your form has been what? Added. So successfully, we have been able to set up the advert from A to Z, and we have been able to create our form. Okay, we have been able to create our form. So now, what you just need to do is what? What you need to do, you can see they ask you for your website link, but it is optional. But I have my website. I'll just put it. I'll just say www.techsignals.ng. Do you understand? So after that has been done, ensure you go and review. Can you see? Click on review to check everything you've inputted on the ad, right? The ad name, the website URL, Instagram account, fixed, connected. You can see, and this is how people will see your ad. This is how people will see your ad on the feed, and they can click on more. Once they click on more, it will bring out the many content they can read through. Can you see all this, right? So once you are able to see something like this, then you have no problem, and you are not having any red icon or yellow icon. Just click on publish. Click on publish. So you can see the ad is publishing one of two, one of three, two of three, then three of three. So we have been able to create an ad, and you can see it brought us back to the dashboard. So what you need to do is click on this place, click on this campaign box here. Yes. Can you see it is scheduled or scheduled? Can you see? Because don't forget, we set the advert to start running for 6 a.m. in the midnight. That's one. Then two, the advert is currently in review, even while you are seeing scheduled here. Do you understand? It is currently in review. And the budget we are spending is what? 2,000 naira daily budget. And if you scroll, you will see when the advert will end. Can you see? The advert will end 23rd of May. So we have done this successfully. We have been able to create an advert successfully using lead generation objective. Now, last thing I'm going to show you before I open up for question, is where you are going to see the lead. Whenever the leads are generating, where you will see it and you can download it, it will be downloaded in an Excel format. What you need to do is click on this menu here on the left hand side of your screen, all tools, click on it. Click on it, all tools. Once you click on all tools, scroll down, you will see this Meta Business Suite. Okay, click on Meta Business Suite. Okay, it's coming up. That's fine. Now, this is where it's going to bring you, right? Now, you can still see all tools right here on the left-hand side of the menu. Click all tools. Okay, it will give you something like this. Then scroll down. Ensure you scroll down. Then you can see instant form. Don't click on lead center. Use instant form. Click on instant form. So once you click on instant form, it will take you to where you can download the form, the leads. Do you understand? Yes. So just let it load. You are going to see this now. Now, can you see that the ads I have run? Can you see the ads I have run before? Can you see? So this is the form we created today, this evening, for the present advert that is being scheduled. Digital skills June code leads. Can you see active? Then created 10 May. Today is 10th, right? And there's no lead count yet. There's no lead generated yet. Now, if you see the last one I did before this is digital skills are lead generation for 23 April 2022. I generated 73 leads with how much? With I think 3,000 plus. Yes, with 3,000 plus. Not everybody hasn't actually registered or buy the product or service, but they have not wasted, those leads are not wasted. In fact, I'm retargeting them. And right now, some of them are ready to join in the class for June. Do you see? That is the advantage and beauty of generating using lead generation. Building your database. Do you understand? Yes, building database. You keep on all your ads you're running for lead generation, keep on piling up the lead, pile them up. Can you see this tab? It's going to load. This Google Excel, online Google Excel, that is where I used to store all my leads. I will download them from Facebook. Once I download them from here, I click on download. It will show me an option to download in Excel. Can you see download new leads? I'll click on download new leads. Then I'll say what? Download in Excel format. Once I click on Excel, you will see what will happen. Look at my screen very well. Can you see a download file is coming up here, right? The download file is coming up here in Excel. But because I don't have Excel on this system, so that is why the icon is not coming up. Once you download it, you click, you open, and you will see your form, the informations. Do you understand? So that is how to get your leads generated. Let me use an example. Let me do an example. Let me download these leads, the previous one. Oh, there's one new lead. But if I want to download all the leads, both old and new, I'll click what? Download by data range. Download by data range, and I'll say what? Maximum. And I will see what? Just leave it in maximum and just say download. But I won't be able to open the file now because the Excel software is not here. So I'll click on Excel. Can you see? So I have downloaded this file now. If I open it, if I had installed Excel, Microsoft Excel on my system, I can easily open it and you see all the leads. Do you understand? So yes, that is what we've done so far from the beginning of this class is how to set an advert using a Facebook advert using lead generation objective. Yes, lead generation objective. And also I've shown you how to create a form from this ad, and at the same time we have been able to detect where we can download our forms or the lead we have generated. Do you understand? For proper follow-up. So thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate our time. So we are going to hold up the class for tonight, and we can continue with, in the next class, we'll continue with another objective. That's one of the frequent objectives people use now in businesses to run adverts, which is Instagram direct ads. Yes, and we'll be setting up the advert from Facebook here, also from Facebook Ads Manager, which is Instagram direct ads. So I appreciate every one of us, and yes, in the next class we are going to meet, and also at the same time, after this class, I will be able to convert the video and send the tutorial to us via our YouTube link. So thank you very much, everyone. And let's hear from us. Questions. Thank you very much, everybody.